again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. This is going to be a general collective reading. Please use your own discernment when watching or listening to this reading, and whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. And I'm going to be filming this reading on Wednesday, the 28th of May, 2025. I hope everyone is enjoying their morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Okay, and thank you for supporting my channel. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my readings out on my other videos which I have posted on my channel. Thank you ever so much for your support. And if you have clicked the like button or shared my videos or supported this channel anyway, whatever you did in the past or what you're about to do is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. All right. Now, as always, before I go into the use any of the decks, okay, or go through the downloads which I received, I just once again want to use this deck. It's called Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray. All right. And also, after the reading, please don't forget to check the description box, because I'd like to recommend a few books that can help you. All right. If you're interested in crystals, Numerology, Astrology, there is something there for everyone. All right. So please check the description box after listening or watching this reading. So I'm going to be selecting one card from this deck, Raise Your Vibration by Carl Gray. And my spiritual team wanted me to pick this card. It says, Clear Your Karma. All right. Now, if you've never heard of this word karma, okay, karma is the law of cause, is the law of cause and the of it and effect. All right. So basically, in other words, okay, to put it quite simply, okay, what you sow is what you reap. All right. And the thing is that this journey is meant to be a healing journey, because when you heal yourself, you heal your lineage. Okay. And part of our purpose is to clear any past life low vibrational energies. Okay. Because as I said, this is a healing journey, and it should be on a base, all right, in love. All right. So let me just put this on a stand and just read more about this. Okay. Now, this is a okay, I'm going to be doing a karmic reading, okay, because this is all to do with karmic energies, okay, which is around the collective. All right. But you know, from what I have learned, okay, that we all go through a karmic cycle. Okay. But again, it's all to do with the decisions and choices that we make for our life. All right. So for example, all right, destiny is in our hands. Okay. Destiny is just the end result of how we choose to live our life. It's all based on the choices and decisions that we make. All right. So then obviously, if we do what is right, striving to do what is right, then it's going to there's going to be a positive outcome. But if we choose to do what is wrong, okay, against ourselves, against others, then there's going to be a negative outcome. All right. And it's all to do with energy. Okay. It's all to do with intentions and energy. All right. So let me just read quickly on this card. Should be at the beginning. So let's see. 1, 2. Okay, so it goes on to say, clear your karma. Our karma is made up of the stories we carry in our energy field. that contribute to our reality. There's a good chance that some of these are limiting and untrue. Often, these karmic blockages are negative ideas about ourselves that we project into our relationships, our connections with others, and then think others have about us. When you draw this card, the universe is releasing you from past experiences and encouraging you to release them from your field. It may help to have an open and honest conversation with whoever you feel have formed a negative opinion of you. By taking the time to communicate with them about this issue, you give yourself opportunity to let go of the old story and create a better one. Don't hold back from doing this, for it will allow you to open up your energy to more light, abundance, and support. When you face challenges, stories head on, you can release them from your energy forever and have a more centered world view that allows you to navigate your future with clarity, free of the limitations of the past. All right. And the vibe of the day, you could say it and believe it, okay, if this resonates with you, because at the end of the day, it's all to do with energy. Tarot oracle readings is also non-gender and it's also timeless as well. All right. And the vibe of the day says, I clear my mind and my karma. I clear my mind and my karma. All right. So that's the vibe of the day. Okay. And again, with these readings as well, these energies of the story might not be yours. It could be to the people who you're associated with, or it could also be energies within other energies. All right. Um, okay. So what I'm going to do now is just start off with the downloads, okay, for today. All right. Okay, so um the crystals, okay, that first I'm going to start with the crystals first, all right? So the crystals, okay, um our spiritual team, okay, the ancestors, the divine, the higher power, the angels, they want us to work with, okay, is the first one is moonstone. Okay, the new moon is in Gemini. Okay, it's all to do with Gemini, is all to do with communication. It's ruled by and the way we think, okay, and it's ruled by Mercury. um, so we can use moonstone, okay, to work with the energies of the moon to bring clarity, to help heal our inner emotions as well, to manifest as well, okay. Um, Also, snow quartz. Snow quartz is good for communication. We've got site, good for the third eye. Sugilite is good for the crown and third eye. Azurite to bring clarity and to help develop our psychic abilities. Okay, if you have these gifts. Celestite helps with spiritual development. Bloodstone is a powerful healer, is a very protective grounding stone. Titanium quartz is good to help to release negative emotions of all grief from the past. All right. And they also wanted me to mention this, okay, to help us with any clearing work, to help heal any karmic or to release from any karmic past life energies, okay, low vibration energies, I should say. These are some good crystals that you can use. You can use rose quartz. I would recommend this for everyone. All right, it's a good healing stone. Okay, and it brings in love. Okay, it also helps to it's good for emotional healing. Okay, and you can use it for any form of like shadow work, like inner soul or inner child healing work. You got damperite. This is a very good stone to help clear any past life low vibration energies. All right. You've got malachite. This is a very good stone. It's known as the stone for transformation. Okay. Also, you got lepidolite. This is a good stone for transitioning. So when you healing and then going through that phase from transforming, all right. So healing, transforming, transitioning. Okay, so this is a very good stone. Lepidolite is known as a stone for transitioning. All right. Then you got labradorite, and this is a stone that's very good for new beginnings. All right. And it can help you when it comes to your spiritual or religious path, or if you just want guidance as you go along your journey. And this stone also represents divine timing. All right, and then you got amethyst is a very popular protective spiritual soul. It helps to balance both the mind, body, and spirit. All right, very good. These are very good stones. All right, so um now, when I was meditating, okay, I did see the picture of an empress, okay, from the tarot deck, as well as a mature woman. Okay, so it could be you, it could be another person you're connected with, or it could be to do with the an energy within another energy. And mature woman, okay, does also represent somebody who has doesn't necessarily have to be an older woman. It could just be someone as well as an empress. Okay, it could just mean that someone is just embodying that sort of energy. Okay, because it's all to do with energy. Okay, and it could also mean that somebody could be just mature. They could be a young person but mature in thinking. So it could be you as well as some other people that you associated with. Okay, now some of the words I heard was Jekyll and Hyde. Okay, so I use the deck. What I normally do when I hear these words or sentences or phrases, I tend to use the tarot deck to clarify. Okay, so Jekyll and Hyde basically is someone embodies the King of Swords and one's energy, and this person, okay, was very deceptive. Okay, and they were also married, and they had an affair. All right, and they now obviously they've been caught, okay, or there were been some evidence, and this person is going through a divorce. Okay, maybe you could have experienced this, and as I said, tarot oracle readings is non-gender. Okay, it's all to do with energies. Okay, also the words my life, my rules. Okay. And when I clarify this message, okay, it's basically about somebody who embodies the King of Pentacles, Wands, and Swords energy, okay, and they're operating from the shadow side, all right. And this person basically, what I found out, this person is a dark magician, okay, somebody who dabbles in dark arts, okay, which is obviously known as what people describe as black magic. And this person, right, will do any type of spell work to get what they want. All right. And it doesn't matter whatever it is, whether it's money, whether it's to do for a relationship, all right. Anything, they will just use spell work, and they use dark arts, okay, or black magic to do that. And this person now, or could be, or will be, under heavy judgment and receiving bad karma. Okay. And I also came across this word family. Okay. And when I clarified it, is about someone married for money. Okay. And this person um was greedy and quite self-absorbed. Okay. And basically they were also very selfish as well. And whoever they were with, this person as well has now left them. Okay. Also the word envy. So from what I'm getting here, all right, there is currently an energy of envy, but that's how that's what it is. What it is, what it is. Okay, you can't judge, but there's either someone or a group of people maybe envious of you, what you do, what you have. Okay, and I heard this message, and it's just ridiculous that someone could even be jealous of because you are a good cook. Now, from what I'm getting here, okay, If it's a man, all right, that's jealous of you, and if you are a woman, okay, or just take the energy as it resonates. I mean, for example, if a man is jealous of a woman because of the way she cooks, definitely this person is operating more from their feminine than. I'm not trying to be discriminatory, this, that try to discriminate, here, because, at the end of the day, most of the famous chefs, right, especially TV chefs, they are men, right? But, it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that somebody could even be envious or jealous because of the way you cook, you know. Also, I heard the song My Little Red Book, and this song was by the Drifters. So it could be like someone could be in a third party in a relationship and feel somehow used, okay. But at the end of the day, it's down to self-love and worth, because if you love yourself and you see your self-worth, you wouldn't put yourself in a it's not, as I said, I'm not here to judge, but it's down to self-love and self-worth, okay. So whoever this person is, it could be you, it could be somebody associated with, um and if you know someone and they in that energy, and then please advise this person that to look, that maybe it's time to end this, all right? Because no one deserves, everybody deserves to be in a loving relationship where there's equal balance, okay, in all aspects of life, all right? Not to be just somehow used or feel left out or abandoned or rejected in a relationship, okay. Also, I heard the words, if you don't want to do the time, you shouldn't do the crime. So I don't know. Um, Maybe somebody could find themselves in trouble with the law. Okay, and also the words laughing in your face but secretly wanting to take your place. Okay. But what I'm getting here is to do with like somebody who you had a partnership, some form of partnership with, okay, and this person may want to return, but what they want to do is offer you a fishy cup of love because they see you quite prosperous, and they are jealous, okay, because you might be going into a new relationship or partnership with a divine counterpart, okay. And um, if they do return or want to return, they may not have your best interests at heart. So in this case, you must, if it involves you, you must make sure that you use your intuition and discernment at all times, and pay attention to the red flag signs, synchronicities, and so forth. All right. Also, someone or a group of people could be homeless or about to be homeless. They could have done something involving you. Okay. They could have also been having legal issues or can be, all right, at the present moment. These people could have done something, or this person out because of money, could be out of greed. Okay. And then now stress, feel overburdened. Okay. And I did hear the words, the table have turned. All right, so it could be that's a case where they might have stolen from you. It could be something to do with an inheritance, and dark spell work was used to cover this up. Okay, and I did see when in my mind's eye prison. Okay, so um and what another thing I need to show you. Okay, so please check. I did do the cosmic traveler reading. Okay, I do this, this is a monthly reading. Okay, and I use the akashic um tarot. Okay, now if you've never heard of uh the Akashic, okay, it's a place, okay, where the Akashic records are being kept, all right. And the Akashic records is basically the book of life, okay. And there are spiritual judges in Ancestral, um as well as in the Akashic library, okay. And what they do, they record everything we do. We go in and out of the Akashic library, Akashic records all the time. All right. So it's basically whatever we do in this life is all recorded, okay. And we also had past lives, okay. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, okay. And what it is, everything we do, it is recorded, okay, because we need to answer to everything that we do. All right. Now, what interests me is that because this came up in the reading, okay, the Akashic Library, all right, and from what I'm seeing here, okay, because something just directed me, okay, to to just go a bit further into this deck this morning. Okay, this is from the Akashic Tarot deck. All right. And some of the cards, okay, came out in that reading, in the Cosmic Traveler reading. But what drew um my attention again is this card, the Journey. Okay, and it's and in the picture, okay, it shows the two men, two women, okay, trying to on a small boat heading to a large ship. Okay, and in some previous readings, okay, where that I have heard like someone or group of people, and I also saw that in my mind's eye, that someone is probably trying to escape. They probably did something and they're trying to escape from the law. So it could be up to four people. All right. It could be one person or four people. Okay. And maybe this person, there could be an individual, okay, who's also at a crossroads, not able to decide what to do. Okay, they could be in some form of mental conflict, because this is what it means. The War of the Roses is somehow being in conflict to as to what to do. All right, and Parthenon can also represent basically being decisive or not be able to choose which way or what to do. All right, and again, if you look at this picture, can you see how the ship is on fire? It's almost like, and it just reminds me of like a case of pirates, when, because what are pirates? Pirates are known as thieves, right? And to me, this looks like whatever that was done, basically, I could also see this as the tower. Okay, everything is just going up in flames, whatever this person or people are doing. Okay, and again, here, uh what caught my attention, okay, and I got confirmation from spirit, they could be two people, okay, who could be uh um behind bars. All right, and maybe some of them are now reflective, because you see the mirror is also the reflection, and maybe someone is now having a time to reflect on what they did. Okay, and another thing that drew my attention, all right, when I was shuffling the cards, is that maybe now they are now realizing that whatever they did, okay, because to me this represents like somewhat like dark arts, or magic. All right, this person is not realizing they were fool. Okay, they could be reflecting what they did. All right, they could be again in this Ten of Swords energy. And if you notice on this card, all right, although the Ten of Swords can represent, okay, when you see the light, to do with hope, but it could also represent, all right, that if you notice, you see the deer and the it looks like crows in the background, and the deer with the antler, especially the antler, and the crows does represent ancestors. So it's almost again, there's a lot of messages from this card. It's almost to say that, look, whatever you were doing, okay, in the dark, has now come to light, and that the divine, okay, the ancestors were watching at what you were doing. All right, and again, it could be to do with money. All right, and you could also be dealing with a past partner, or past partner could have been involved in this situation. And again, a lot of things that was done under the moon. Okay, maybe they use spell work, or with the energies of the moon to cover up whatever it is. The thing with the moon, okay, it has two sides. Okay, and in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, you could see that there's light one side and dark on the other side. And the moon, as much as people do use the energy of the moon to do negative things, the energy of the moon can be also used to bring clarity, okay, in certain situations. All right, so I think it might not be somebody from the collective, or group of people from the collective. It could be just people you're associated with, or it could be to do with the cross watcher or other people who are involved and they're watching this. That's the thing with the moon. That's the thing with the moon, because whatever is done in the dark must come in the light. All right. So these are the um channel messages. Okay. All right, and again, these channel messages are coming from the ancestors, because again, this card came up as well. Winged messengers as well is just telling you what is going on. Because if you notice, I've just noticed that now on this table you could see like a T, and it's almost like saying, "Oh, we're telling you what is happening." I just noticed this now. Okay, there's a T on the one, and when they usually say what's the T, is basically what is going on, what energies are going around you at this present time. Okay, if this story or any of these messages resonate with your situation. Okay. All right. So I'm going to be checking to see what else is going on around the collective. So I'm going to be using the this deck. Okay, I was guided to use this deck. It's called Powerful Shadows. Okay, and then I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot on some other decks, and also some ones to close out the reading. So let's see what energies. For the spiritual angels, what was the current energies? Okay, so the first one that came out, it says Starry Observatory. Okay, and it says a little piece in a cosmic puzzle, universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. Okay. All right. So again, I'm just going to read what it says. It says starry observation. It says a little piece in the cosmic puzzle, universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. Okay. So my understanding here, okay, it could be that whatever that maybe you wasn't sure about, you probably now gaining clarity. Okay, you may be putting pieces to a puzzle, okay, of why something happened, or maybe why someone did what they did. Okay. Okay, we've got lantern. It says guidance, illumination, hope. All right. Let me just shuffle the cards. Okay, we've got pumpkin patch. All right, so let me just, okay. Yeah. So we've got pumpkin patch. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. Okay. Okay. So, all right. And then we've got here. Okay, that one need to come out. All right. So I'm gonna take some additional ones. Okay. Um. Okay. So for this one, Latin. Okay, it says here guidance, illumination, and hope. So obviously some light, and if you notice that there's a it looks like the moon in the background there, but I could be wrong. All right, but anyway, um, the light can represent, okay, that something has been illuminated, okay. And if you notice on this one there again, you've got the moon here, all right. So basically secrets are coming out. um I'm going to be selecting, okay, they wanted me to, I'm going to select some other ones there. So we've got fear of failure, the fool sorry, let me start again. We've got, so these are going to be some additional ones, okay, from this deck I'm going to use because they might be connected to these other main three cards. So we've got fear of failure, the fall keeps repeating on my head, the internal obstacle between me and the next step. Okay, so it could be um someone could be operating out of fear, okay, or they could be doing things out of fear, okay, or they could be keep on doing things, making the same mistakes over and over again. All right. Then you got demon, okay, the temptation of living, the fear of regret, dancing among the ashes from the flames of hell. Okay, so somebody could be embodying devilish energies, okay. Then we got owl, it says wisdom, shadows, deeper truths, okay. So again, the owl does represent um the ancestors, okay, that's watching what's going on. All right. And then you got raven, it says knowledge, death, and energies. So again, it's basically could be because we are Pluto is in retrograde in Aquarius, all right, at the moment, and Pluto is um Pluto rules Scorpio, okay, and Pluto is to do with rebirth, okay, and generations, okay. That's why I keep coming across the number 13, okay, all the time. So um there could be some endings there, endings of, obviously does represent ending of cycles. Okay. Um so you got the raven here, okay, to represent this, okay, as well. So there could be a lot of endings, okay. There could be ending of cycles for you. Could be to an individual or group of people, okay. So I'm going to be using the Gilded Tarot to clarify this card. So I'm going to be clarifying Starry Observatory. Please clarify Observatory, Starry Observatory. Mhm. Okay, so to start off, okay, we've got Ace of Pentacles, all right. We've got the Lovers, the Moon, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant, Four of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Okay, we also have Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Knight of Swords, um, se Seven of Pentacles, okay, Six of Cups, King of Swords, okay, and Ace of Swords, okay. Ace of Swords talks about truth, all right. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, okay, I don't know, this could be a relationship, okay, because you've got the Lovers here, okay, or it could be to do with a partnership, okay, a business partnership, all right. You could be in this Queen of Pentacles energy, all right. Um, and dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Swords energy, all right. And from what I'm seeing here, okay, it could be something to do with the past because you got Six of Cups, okay. And by me seeing this Ace of Pentacles, it could be something to do with money, all right. Because you could embody, as I said, the Queen of Pentacles energy, okay. And as I said, you could have um, had a business with this person because you got Three of Pentacles, which talks about a work situation here, all right. And you could have invested a lot of time or money into a situation. It could be, as I said, a business, okay. um and it looks like to me, okay, this person um could have done something deceptive, okay, and you could have found out. It could be something to do with love, okay. And as I said, you could have been married to this person because you got the Hierophant here, okay. But by me seeing the Four of Pentacles, okay, you could have been dealing with somebody who was quite selfish, quite greedy, or they could have done something deceptive out of greed here. And by me seeing this Ace of Pentacles, it looks to me that this could be to do with money here, right? It could be to do with money, okay. Um, or maybe somebody did something, okay. Maybe they did something and you wasn't too sure, and you're probably getting clarity because again, it does say here, a little piece in the cosmic puzzle universe only reveals its secret if you dare to dance in the starry dazzle. So I can again, you might have received it because the Page of Wands can represent new a message, okay, about what this person was up to, what their desire was, okay. And they could have done something quite impulsive because of their desires, okay. This person was could have also embodied the Knight of Swords energy, but it could also is an energy of being impulsive, okay. And then you got Two of Swords here as well, talks about choices, decisions, okay. And as well, maybe you didn't have clarity then, okay, why this person did it, um or something came to it's a message came to you and you walked away, okay, from this situation. Or maybe this person did something, or they could have stolen something from you, okay, and left you in the Five of Cups energy, which talks about loss, or because you walked away from this partnership, okay, now this person is in the Five of Cups energy, okay, and you could be healing um from this situation, okay, you know, or or in other words, recovering um from whatever this person did, okay. And again, you got Ace of Swords, so that's the truth, what came out. And as I said, this person could have been holding, could have done something, um, or they could have been holding secrets, or something has been eliminated, okay, because again, you do have the moon here, and this looks to me like the moon, but I don't very much with it, but it could be, all right. But then you got the moon here, and the moon does talk about something that is hidden. It does talk about secrets, okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me see if I can get anything from this deck. So let's start reading Observatory. Let's use another deck to clarify. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, please clarify Starry Observatory. Yeah, so you could have been dealing with somebody, well, it's in reverse now. So this, as I said, Jed, you could have, you and this person could have had a business, because it says boss daddy, stable, rich business owner. Okay, but that came in reverse. All right. Um, yeah, you could have moved on from this situation, because it says moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay. Um, okay, so this person could have had bad habits. You could have, that's maybe could have been a secret, or maybe they were that was kept hidden from you. Okay, this person could have been using narcotics, okay, or had maybe an alcohol addiction, or got involved in a lot of toxicity, okay. You could have also found out that this person was all in their ego, okay, as well, or operated out of their ego. um and this person probably, as I said, that they could have been holding a secret, and also because it says they moves in silence, so they could have somehow have done something deceptive, okay. Okay, and again, it could have it could be something to do with money, okay, because it says jackpot, winning money, got rich, inheritance, unexpected money, okay. This person could also be resentful because you moved away, because it says grudge holder. I don't know. Let's see. Use this one. Holy Spirit, will please clarify Starry Observatory, Starry Observatory. But this wanted to come out in reverse. It says, conquest, just another notch in the headboard, or the real deal, actions speak the loudest. So I guess maybe this person they just had a hidden motive. Maybe they just wanted to get something, and it could be something to do with money. All right. Um, Maybe there was a lot of arguments when you were with this person. It says dangerous, deadly combo, dangerous when together, triggering, explosive. Okay. Um, this person, okay, could be in trouble with the law because you got a police, or you could have been dealing with somebody who was an officer of the law or something, or somebody who helps to sort of impose the law or something like that. It says, I'm going through the motions, checked out routine. Okay. You could have been dealing with somebody who was a late bloomer, age gap, or immature attitude, out of sync, needs more time. So it could be somebody who was very childish. Okay. And then you got all talk. It says silver tongued devil, big flirt, no action player. Okay, so you could have been dealing with somebody who just is it talk the talk but don't walk the walk, something like that, or they just, basic somebody very difficult to get along with, and this person could have also be a player. So this person could have also be quite could have put you in a third party situation, I should say. Okay. All right, so I'm going to be clarifying Latin and see what comes up. Holy Spirit, will you please clarify Latin? Okay, so again you got Four of Pentacles here once again. Four Pentacles. You got the Wheel of Fortune again. So definitely, it looks to me like a cycle has closed. Okay, or it could be something to do with the Wheel of Fortune. The energy is all about good luck, change, destiny, life cycles, karma. It could also represent bad luck, disruption, delays, feeling powerless, fearful, and stagnation. Okay, you've got judgment. Yeah, Eight of Wands. Mhm. Eight of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Page of Swords. Strength. Ten of Pentacles. Six of Wands. The High Priestess. Justice. Seven of Cups. Knight of Swords. The Hangman. Queen of Swords. So you got the Hangman. Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay. The Star. And I'll just take this one. All right. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. I'll also take these two ones because this one was at the top of the deck. The Hierophant. Okay. Okay. It's coming out again. All right. And then you got the Sun. All right. So let me just. Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, um, is that again, once again, okay, you could have been married or had some form of partnership, um, okay, with this or in a partnership with this person, um, and again, there was some secret, okay, there could have been a lot of illusions, was casted, okay, regarding this in this situation, okay? And obviously, something has come to light, okay? You could have uh, about this person that you were in partnership with, okay? That's why you've got because I'm clarifying Latin, okay? And obviously, you could see the light inside the Latin, and then here you've got the Sun card, okay? And the Sun energy, okay, does represent um, clarity, okay. And as again, once again, you could be embodying the Queen of Pentacles, okay, if this is your story, okay. Um, and was dealing, okay, with somebody who embodies the Knight of Swords energy, okay, and they took some action, did something deceptive because you got Eight of Wands here, all right. Um, and again, this could be some to do with money because if you notice on this card, okay, if you notice that this person is, working very hard, okay, and it's something to do with money. But if you look closely on this card, you see a rat, okay, and a rat can represent, in spiritual terms, a thief, okay. So again, this person was doing something very deceptive, okay. That is the choice that they made, okay. They could have done some form of spell work to create an illusion so you wouldn't find out, okay. And maybe because they wanted to be um victorious over this situation or have a one up on you. Um, and again, you got Ten of Pentacles here, all right. But obviously, you've probably gained clarity in this situation. You could be embodying the Queen of Swords energy. Okay, it could be a case where you and this person, okay, is now somehow you probably got the justice system involved because you got because the Hierophant can represent the energy could represent a court. You also got the justice card as well here on the table, um but it could also represent karma, all right, okay, as well as Eight of Wands, okay. You could have moved away from this situation, and this person is on the Judgment now because you got the Judgment card here, okay. All right, for whatever they did, or maybe you got some clarity after you left. You found out as to the full extent of what this person did, all right, because you got Page of Swords here, okay. Or you could have just got clarity over this what this person did, all right, and you've basically ended this relationship. You could be, as I said, in this Queen of Swords energy, and just ended this relationship because you got Wheel of Fortune, and Wheel of Fortune does talk about a cycle has ended in a situation, okay. And the High Priestess, it could be that too. You could be quite intuitive, and maybe your gut feeling was saying that this person, there's something that's not right, or maybe you've uncovered something because again, you got the Sun card here, and then you got the Latin. Okay, it could have been you could have it could have been very difficult for you, especially if you loved this person, um, to be able to move away from this situation. Okay, but it seems that you have because obviously you could be healing. okay, from this situation, and discover that maybe it was their wish fulfillment, okay, and the it was their desire, okay, to do what they did, okay, by operating in the shadow side to steal money, okay. And as I said, you could have embodied the queen, you could be embodying or embody the Queen of Pentacles energy, okay. And this person, okay, now feels trapped, stuck, okay. Maybe they could be planning as well. They could be planning to um or trying to find the strength, okay, to um come towards you, or to maybe send you a message, all right, to tell you to tell to I guess to apologize for what they did. Okay. So, you could be in maybe in the near distant future, receive a message, um, or some form of communication, because that's what the Eight of Wands energy is about. Okay. Or you might receive communication about or there could be something could have come to light, and you're going to receive communication about what this person did, okay. And obviously they that did it out of greed, okay. Yeah, they could, as I said, they could somehow um yeah, I think something, or there could be some form of investigation could have been launched, because you do have the Hermit card here, that was also about what this person did, okay. Let me just clear it. I'll use this deck. See if I can find out anything here. Let me see if I can let me use this one and see what um just go to just verify Latin. Just verify Latin. Yeah. Okay, they could have worked with another um person, okay, to do this, or in the equation they could have had a secret relationship, okay, or could have been carrying on or by having another relationship with somebody else, okay. Again, maybe they now reflecting on what they did, and realize that they made a bad choice, okay. They could somehow feel shattered about what they did, okay. Also, maybe now they feel like their whole life is fall, falling apart, okay. um but this person could also have did this, okay, out of hate, okay, and the way in the energy of envy, okay. And again, um you could have called the police, okay, if it's to do with a large amount of money that was stolen from you, okay. And as I said, this person may want to come back, but they could be coming back with a fake apology, all right. And maybe even say, well, oh well, even though maybe they want to come back, or and you may say, well, why did you do this to me? Okay, this person could be somebody who may want to come in and emotionally manipulate you, or by saying, oh, I hate nothing about you, they could be using extras, but this person could be under investigation, all right. And again, it could be something to do with fraud, okay. It could be that's the reason why I saw this police man there, you know, so I don't know. Um let's see what else I can get from this. Yeah. Yeah, this person could have yeah, this person, maybe they may come back. Okay, maybe they want to come back and explain and say that they probably was coerced, okay, into doing what they did. All right. Okay, maybe they want to now compromise. Okay. Um, but be cautious here because this person could be working with another person here. Definitely got the death card. So that's definitely you have ended this cycle with this person. Okay, and could be that the justice system is now involved in this situation. You could have found out that this person was wearing a mask. Okay, you might have, you know, be somehow in regret and reflecting that you went into this partnership without really having second thoughts about this, who this person was and their intention. But you know, that's just one of those things, okay, that usually happens. Maybe when you found out, okay, there could have been a lot of fighting about this person's deceptiveness. Okay, and as I said, this person could have been using or done some form of spell to create illusions. Um, and it could be to do with money here. All right. This person maybe, you know, um, could be losing their home or currently homeless. Okay, but what spirit is saying is that that just take this as life lesson, okay, because we all had to learn from um you know, about, you know, to learn our whatever mistakes that we make to grow, evolve, okay, and move on. And as I said, this person could have had many options, okay, or could have worked with a group of people to do this, okay. So you know, just be careful here, because if this person is coming in with a fake apology, this, it could be, you know, a risk, okay, to accept this person back. It could be, I don't know, from what I'm saying, it could be a past, as I said, this could be your you know, an ex here. Okay, it could be because you know, it could be to do with a group of people. It could be to do with family members. Okay, just take the energy as it resonates. Okay, but something has come tonight. All right, so and again, this is coming, so definitely it looks like it's something to do with money here. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, so let me just clarify this one here where it says pumpkin patch. You will only, okay, so it goes pumpkin patch. You will only taste the sour if you don't seek for the sweet. Share your fruits wisely, lest you sow regrets too deep. So this could be a warning here about to be careful with maybe taking this person back. Okay, but it could also be something to do with this person, all right, as well, who um was just greedy basically, and now they reaping the consequences of their actions. Okay, so again, let me just break this a bit. spiritual angels, please clarify. No, please clarify pumpkin patch. Okay, so again, you got Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles here. Temperance. Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Two of Cups. Eight of Swords. Ten of Cups. Seven of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Coming out again. Queen of Swords. The Empress. Hangman. Chariot. King of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Nine of Swords. Six of Cups. High Priestess. Ace of Swords. Okay. Okay. So again, there's a lot of truth that's coming up because you've got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so in this case here, again, it's something to do with the past. Okay, now we are on different timelines, so maybe you haven't experienced this yet, or this is probably not your story. Okay, just take the energy as it resonates. So you could be in this Empress energy. Okay, the Empress energy does also represent somebody who owns a business as well. You could also embody the Queen of Swords energy, okay, and even the High Priestess energy, all right. And you could be dealing with somebody who embodies the King of Swords as well as the King of Pentacles energy, all right. And what I'm seeing here, right, is that a cycle has ended, okay, regarding this situation. And as I said, this could be a continuation of what came out earlier, the messages that came out earlier, all right. Um, and again, it could be to do with some form of partnership. Um, and again, you could have been dealing with a situation where um, there was no equal give and take in a situation. It could be to do with money, it could be to do with love, all right. And now, since you um moved away, this person somehow feels heartbroken. They could feel trapped or heavily burdened, okay, because you do have the Hangman card here, all right. um Maybe they want to come back um to bring some balance, okay. But you could, again, as I said, be in this Queen of Swords energy, and maybe you just don't want to take this person back. They may want to come back, as I said, with an apology, okay. And from what I'm seeing here, it's definitely it looks to me that it could be to do with love and money, okay, because you got seven of cups here, and seven of cups can represent like someone who could have had many options. But from what I'm seeing here, it's I think this is more to do with money here, all right. um Maybe they sort of like use their sort of sexual prowess or something like that to gain. And I said they could have been some form of manipulation about, who's to say? Okay, there could have been something there to do spell work that was due to create those illusions. Okay, the magician didn't come out here. All right. So, um, but definitely there was some form of illusion that was created here. Okay, and maybe you didn't know much about this person, or maybe they portray to be what they are not. Okay, they could be somebody who was quite loving, pretending that they cared for you, they had your best interest at heart, um, but um, behind the scenes, okay, they didn't. It wasn't the case, all right. And because if you notice on this card, this is a page of cups. A page of cups really, really is a very childish, immature energy, and it's just a fishy um cup here, all right. And um this person, was not was quite deceptive here, all right. And from what I'm seeing here, it's to do with money, and by you closing out this cycle, this person is now receiving, could be receiving bad luck as well because of that, because again you got um the wheel of fortune here, all right. And the wheel of fortune again talks about bad luck, delays, disruption, um, again, because you got the hangman, okay? The hangman energy does talk about delays, okay? You could be dealing with an indecisive person, all right. This person is probably still not able to let go, or doesn't want to accept this relationship is over, or they could also be in this hangman mode now, reflecting on what they did. Okay, maybe this is why they also in the nine of wands energy, and may uh sort of like realize that they've missed an opportunity with you. But whatever that, I think whatever that was hidden is probably discovered, because you got the high priestess, and the high priestess does talk about secrets. Okay, and from what I'm seeing here, it could be that the police could have got involved, because again you got the chariot does talk about traveling. Okay, it does. There are other things that's associated with the chariot. Okay, it could represent travel, action, willpower, determination. Okay, it could also be that somebody is could be in, I don't know, could be at a crossroads. Okay, about the decision that they made, and it's definitely to do with the past, and it had something to do with money. Okay, and as I said, this person may want to come towards you, to travel towards you, to bring some balance, or to balance out this situation. But what I'm seeing here, it could be a case where you got um the police, or the justice system is involved in this situation. Okay. Let me use let's see what comes out. Right, so this was definitely okay. This was definitely a karmic relationship, okay, because it says have fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment. This person could probably still be resenting at the fact that you walked away. But this was a karmic situation. You could have been dealing with somebody who was basically a snake, okay, an enemy. This person could still be stalking you at this moment. This person could still be wearing a mask. And if you were to take this person could be a risk, okay? So, but if this person, you could have evolved from this situation, all right? Healing on yourself, okay, about what this person did. Okay, it could be that this person, as I said, could have done this out of greed, because Maybe they felt that they didn't have enough, because it says frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Okay, they could still be in this energy. Okay, they may want to come back and say, oh, I'm sorry, I still like you. Okay, they may want to reconcile. Okay, but this person could still be, you could be dealing with a very codependent person. Somebody's quite obsessed. This person could be quite possessive, controlling. This person could also have an addiction. Okay, and they may want to come back because maybe you moved away, you've evolved, because you got the phoenix there. Okay, and this person could probably see you quite abundant. Okay, and maybe they see that probably you're making a lot of healthy choices for yourself. You could have created healthy boundaries around this person. All right. But again and again, you could have cut ties. Okay, ended this relationship, and this person somehow now feels heartbroken. Okay. And with the Hierophant card at the top of the deck, it could be as well that you could be, it could be a marriage, you could be ending going through a divorce. Okay, or it could be that there could be something to do with the court. Okay, or justice system. Let's see. Let me use this and see what I can find out. Holy Spirit, I want to just pumpkin patch. Yeah, this person this person wants to come back, but they still, you're dealing with somebody who is still indecisive. Okay, it says contemplation, unsure, choices, decisions. Okay, you could have caught this person um you know doing what they did. Okay, it doesn't always have to be that they was having a secret affair. It could be that they just, you got them caught doing something. Maybe it could be, as I said, to do with stealing money from you. Okay, this person could still be quite secretive. It's a sneaky, mysterious, hiding information. Okay, they may still feel that now there is some unfinished business. Okay, and may want to propose to bring about some reconciliation. Okay, and maybe want your forgiveness. Again, you could have been dealing with somebody who was a false flame. Now, this with this, okay, it could be that they may be thinking that they're running out of time to do this. But again, you could have been dealing, like as I've said in my previous video, it could be that readings as well, that you could be dealing with your um real twin flame, or or divine partner, but you and this person have to go through a few things. Okay, but you need to, as I said, pay attention to the red flags. Go within, pray if you're not sure. um Pay attention to the signs, signals, and synchronicities. Okay, this person could still be hiding their true feelings. Okay, but they also could be guilty about what they did in the past. Okay, and again, it could be something to do with money here. Okay, as well, as I said earlier, this is what I'm, from what's coming out there, it looks to me that it's something to do with money here. Okay. Let me use this one and see. So again, you could have closed out a cycle. As I said, you could have been dealing with the masculine. Okay, they could probably be ashamed, guilty about what they did. Okay. Let's see what else. Please clarify. Pumpkin patch. Yeah, definitely. You could have, when you were with this person, you could have received news about what this person was up to. Okay. Yeah. This person, I mean, could have had somebody on the side because you got hide, hustle, romance. Okay. Something definitely could have been illuminated about this person or this situation. Um, you could have moved away from the situation, and again, this news could, you probably now see this the um true, this, you could probably see now true, this person's true colors, I should say. Okay, you could have been dealing with a Jezebel spirit. Okay, and whatever they did, it probably again involved the police. Okay, in this situation. Okay. Okay, this person maybe, okay, um, is experiencing financial problems because on top of this true intentions deck, it says loan, I am in need of financial assistance. Okay, this person may want to come in and apologize. It says, I am not yet over what happened, but an apology could begin to mend things. Okay, let's see. So let's see if this person um in others, because it looks like this person may want to come back. All right, so let's see what is it, what their true intentions are in the situation. What is it that I need to know about this person? Holy Spirit, what is it that I need to know about this person? Holy Spirit, what are their true intentions? Holy Spirit, what is it that I need to know about this? Holy Spirit, what need to know what Holy Spirit, what is to know about this person? Holy Spirit, what okay, so hidden intentions. Okay, now as I said, this person could, as I said, could it be your, divine twin flame or soulmate, but just take the energy as rest. Just go within, use your intuition and discernment at all times. So as I said earlier, okay, this person may want to come back, apologize and ask, for financial assistance. They may be coming in with an apology. Okay, but you have to be on your guard because it says here, welcome, I offer an open door, a warm invitation to step into a space where you are embraced and valued. So maybe they may come up with these words, okay, to sort of love bomb you, but you have to be careful here. It says, gaslight, I will deliberately manipulate your perception of reality until you are doubting your own experiences and memories. Well, that's not good. It says, gossip, you'll be eager to hear this, but beware. What I say about others could easily be said about you. So I don't know, maybe this person wants to come in, okay, they want to apologize and come up with something about what somebody said or something like that. All right, they want to have some kind of conversation with you to, like maybe so you could put them in their good books or something like that. Okay, then you got journey. Adventure waits. A physically or emotionally expanding experience is ahead. So I don't know, maybe this person is planning to come towards you. All right, it says great news, I have something amazing to share with you. All right, so again, this person may want to come back, have a conversation with you. Then it says secret, there's something I'm holding back. And it says regret, I'm disappointed with how things went with us, and I wish I could change the past. Okay, so just be on your guard, and when this person, use your intuition and discernment at all times. Um, okay, let's see what else this person wants to say. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what else does this person want to say? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what else does this person want to say? Okay, so definitely this was a soul tie. It says, I always feel connected to you. So it could be a spiritual connection you have with this person, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is your divine partner. Okay, because again, you got soul contract. It says, the lessons I've learned from us will never be forgotten. Okay, so as I said, you could be dealing with a past divine partner here. Okay, and then you and this person had to go through the sort of like dark night of the soul, to some shadow work, and then come back together. Because it does say reunion. We will always come back to each other. All right. Um, Maybe this person has chance to reflect. Okay, it says unappreciated. I felt like you didn't care. Okay, so maybe you are gonna have this conversation with this person. Okay, um, and maybe you as well going to say, well, unsatisfied, I wasn't happy the way things were going. Okay, and you could probably tell this person, I had to let this go so I could clear my mind. Okay, and again, you could have been committed with this person. Maybe this person now feels guilty and realize that they self-sabotage themselves. Okay, and again, they may want forgiveness, hoping that you take them back. Okay, and now realizing they have they if they're in the hangman um energy, they could now realize that they've missed an opportunity with you and now feel somehow heartbroken. Okay, but you're dealing with somebody who could be quite indecisive. Okay, somebody who could be still dishonest as well. Okay. Let me use this deck to just one more deck. Let me see if I can use this deck to clarify all the cards on the table. So let me use this one. So this people, please verify Starry Observatory, Starry Observatory. Please verify Starry Observatory. Okay, yeah, this person could still be obsessed with you because you've got obsession, holding on, can't let go, clinging. Okay. Okay, yeah. Maybe they now also realizing that you will, or I guess, realize your value. Okay. You know, because it says a gift, date, letting you know, surprise, thinking of you. Okay. Verify. Well, there is a saying, isn't it, that you don't realize what you have until it's gone. So, okay, so let me just clarify pumpkin patch. Let me just clarify pumpkin patch. Okay, it says lifestyle. Ooh, it says lifestyle in the closet, secrets being held down low. So this person could still be holding secrets, okay, or holding something back from you, okay, if they okay, even though they want to or they may want to come back, okay, to reconcile. Let me see. For the spiritual angels, please clarify fear of failure, fear of failure. Fear of failure, fear of failure. Okay, we've got ravenous, insatiable, uncontrollable desires, must have hunger for pleasure. So maybe this person is still in this energy, okay? Somebody who has uncontrollable desires, okay, and that could involve, money, all right? Yeah, they could still be in that energy, okay? Because I'm just looking um at this picture here where it shows the raven, and if you notice, okay, on this picture, on this card, you could see the raven, and then again this, again you can see the raven here. So this ravenous is, it describes the card a demon, okay, all right, and then so we've got one, two, three, four, five, demon, five, demon. Yeah. Well, this came out reverse. So definitely you have cut ties with this person because you've discovered something has come to light, okay, with this person, because this came reverse, okay, because it says union, but this came in reverse. And union is, it says a reconciliation, coming back, second chance, rebellion. So maybe you've made that decision that you're not going to you've sort of like clarity has come when it comes to this person ways what they did, and you no longer want to like get back with this person. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, and as I said, this person probably is planning to communicate with you, to call you. It says expressing conversation and blocking hearing your voice. Okay. Okay, this person, and let me just see what else. Please verify Raven. Please verify Raven. Yeah. So yeah, I think that yeah, definitely this person wants to communicate with you. Okay, you probably feel very guarded or created healthy boundaries with this person. Okay, um, but there could be some evidence. Okay, that has been found, or maybe you found out something about them. Okay, or they could be now or they could be experiencing legal issues, or you could have got the police involved. Okay, or there could be a case where this person could even be in prison because there could be some evidence, or this person could have had a criminal history of theft. Okay, so only you will know what's going on in your situation if this is your story or it resonates with you in some way. Okay, so as just take the energy as it resonates. Okay. Okay, so let me. I'm going to be used to close off this reading. I'm just going to be using this deck, all right, and two other ones. And then what message is coming out? Okay, let's see. What message, what ancestor is coming out? It could be to do with this or something else. So let's see. Okay. So we got the shaman. Okay. You could be a shaman. You could be a life path 5. It says the shaman trusts the path. Okay, and then you got 21. It says the ancestral force completion. So something has come to an end or coming to an end. It's the number 21 when you add it to numbers. So it could be a life path 3. All right, so I'll just quickly read on these cards. Okay, it says have, and that's for the shaman. Setbacks are part of your growth. You are trying to figure out what to do. The answer is do the right thing. You are way more than the present moment. This is a spiritual solution for every challenge. You have a need for the very structures and guidance you usually run away from. You are on a path, my beloved. You are trying to fit into a group, but you naturally stand out. Traditional structures are your friend in this moment. In other words, don't rock the boat. Okay. And the ancestral medicine is wounded healer. Take care of yourself. Yes, your pains and traumas allow you to help others. Turn this energy of love inward now. All right. So, and this is actually represents the Hierophant. Okay. And oh, got the Hierophant here on the top of the tarot deck. So this message is definitely coming from the divine here. All right. So, and you know, at the end of the day, as I said, it's all to do with karmic lessons here. Okay, there's things that we need to learn, heal, evolve, and grow. Forgive ourselves, and then in time forgive this person who has done us wrong. All right. And the declaration for this message, it says, "I honor my beautiful path and connection to the divine. I honor my own beautiful path and connection to the divine." And I'm just going to read on this one. Okay, the ancestral force completion. Be proud, celebrate yourself. You have a well deserved sense of wholeness. The vibe is fulfillment and harmony. You have a better understanding of who you are than ever before. You are protected. You are safe. It is safe to be safe. The ancestors have your back in full force. Okay. And again, the message here, the ancestral medicine here says, allow yourself to be more vulnerable with the people in your inner circle. If you don't have people, you can't be open with. Consider allowing in more people. All right. And again, this card here, it represents the world. Okay, so definitely some things have come to an end here. Okay. And the declaration for this message says, I embrace my secret connection to infinite potential. I embrace my secret connection to infinite potential. Okay, let's see what advice the angels have for us. So, spiritual angels, what messages do you have for the collective? Additional messages you have for the collective. Okay, so we've got here, shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Okay, so again, to make sure that you create healthy boundaries against people who no longer serve your higher purpose. And again, it could be to do with a place, and it could also to do with a thing. Okay, you've got Archangel Michael here. You can always call on Archangel Michael to help you to cut ties of anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. It says you're working very closely with this powerful archangel who's protecting and guiding you through this situation. Okay. And earth angel, you could be an earth angel. It says you are a light worker who has come to earth to teach about love. Okay. All right. So that's what's okay, and to close off, I'm just going to be using this deck to see what advice spirit has for the collective. It could be to do with what the messages that came out earlier. Okay. Right, so let's see. Let me just bring out a bit further. The spiritual angels, what messages do you have for? The spiritual angels, what messages do you have? Okay, that's it. Okay, so these wanted to come out. Okay, so it says honor your unique journey. Okay, and that would mean to give gratitude. It could also to do with growth, okay, spiritual growth as well as personal growth, to love on yourself, and also to accept who you are yourself, okay, to try to being your true authentic self. Okay, because then again it says a practice acceptance. Okay, it means letting go, surrendering, being at peace and forgiving yourself, okay, or whatever mistakes that you may have done in the past. Okay, it goes on to say release the past, letting go, healing, renewal, growth. Again, because again we are Pluto is in retrograde, so it's all about Pluto. Again, is all to do with the ending of cycles. Okay, the energy is all about rebirth, transformation. Okay, letting go of the past, what no longer serves our highest good. And it says communicate openly and honestly. Okay, because I said this person from the past may want to come back and communicate with you to reconcile. So make sure that you communicate openly and honestly. Okay, express how you feel, what you think. Okay, and also this energy is to do with sharing and also to do with understanding as well. All right. So I hope what messages that came out is going to or brought you some answers, okay, to your personal situation. If the story or messages resonate with you in some way, or it could be, as I said, because it's all to do with energy. These stories or energies might not belong to you, it could belong to people you're associated with, or it could be energies within other energies, and we are on different timelines. And also, you know, again, it could be something that may have happened in the past, okay, in or it's happening now, or in the near or distant future. And it's also, as I said, it is non-gender because it's all to do with energies. So once again, please don't forget to check the description box, okay, because I'd like to recommend a few books, okay, especially if you are interested in karmic astrology, okay, which is very good, all right, because you can learn more about the planets, even with astrology itself. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add some books, okay, if you're interested in knowing more about the planets. Okay, this is a very good book. It's helped me a lot, and still helps me when I'm trying to find out more about the planets. Okay, this one is by Joanna Waters. Okay, if you are interested in working with the energies of the moon, this is also a good book. It's called Moon Astrology. There's also another book I use, also if you're interested in crystals as well, all right, as well as numerology, if you want to know about your life path, and also about angel numbers and other numbers as well that you may be coming across, on a daily basis. So please check the description box, and also please check out my other healing readings, my other readings, okay, and other my other and also spiritual enlightenment videos that I did do, one regarding karmic astrology, the birth natal chart, and so forth. So please check these videos out when you have a chance. Okay, and if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.